when we buy flips. And we've done a lot of that. And after the GFC, we continue to do that in those low income areas. But then post COVID, we made a pivot on flips to ground up construction, luxury spec homes. And the reason that we made that pivot was because of profitability. COVID was the next hurdle. We had the GFC, then the next big thing was COVID, where everything shut down. Values dropped a little bit, but then after COVID, they spiked back up, right? Which caused an issue where we were investing the affordable house area because we had a bunch of New Yorkers migrating from New York because New York was pretty much shut down. Everybody was getting out of there. So people started to buy houses in New Jersey in droves, and that increased the sales price 30% over list. I mean, I can recall a time where there were people lining up in size order to go see a house. You have an open house and it's 40, 50 people, desperately trying to move from New York to buy these houses in New Jersey and low income areas, right? And that increased the price 30% over the list. So at that time, I took the opportunity to evaluate my portfolio and we sold all of it to benefit from that. And then what we did was we made a pivot to move into the higher luxury type of product where it's more profitable, it's more process and system driven. There's not too many unknowns like the what I told you, removing the sheetrock from the basement wall. You see structural foundation issues, mold. When we do new construction, we're essentially buying a smaller house that is on a big piece of land in a really great area with really good school systems. And then we will tear that house down and we will build 7,000 square feet of living space for someone to move there with their family. And for a New Yorker, it's still affordable. Well, we invest that in our luxury spec home product on our flips is in northern New Jersey, which is about 20 minutes to 35 minutes at most from New York. So they can move over here. They can have a house with land. They can utilize the school systems here and they can still work in New York and keep their fancy high paying job in New York by catching the train back and forth while they now have a home with a backyard. They can drive cars because you live in a city, you're not going to have a car, you're going to catch the train because it's so congested. So we've pivoted to that, which is a better product because there are lawyers, doctors, engineers, dentists, these high net worth people who still want to buy those type of homes. New construction also is a better product because it gives the buyer a 10-year warranty. In the state of New Jersey where I live, if you build new construction, you have to give the buyer a 10-year warranty, foundation, roofing, structural, things like that. So it's a better product when you're comparing it to someone going in and just updating kitchens and bathrooms. And it's more profitable because it's system driven. You can calculate expense per square foot, know what your build cost is going to be, time to build, time for inspections, time to list, time to sell. So that's kind of where we are from the beginning to today with the flips. The luxury spec home is just one of the verticals, one of the two verticals that we have in our investment fund that we give capital partners the opportunity to partner with us on those type of projects.